To all the people that lived above.
What up, everybody? Welcome to the Pull the Tights podcast. I am Matthew Tornado. Thanks for hanging out with us again tonight. To my right, he helps form the greatest tag team since Rhythm and Blues, baby. We are Thunder and Lightning, and he is Johnny Danger.
Hi.
Catty corner across from me is the man we like to refer to as BSW, Brandon Scott West Willis.
Ew. What's up?
To my left is the one, the only, Jacob Nathaniel Green. Ladies, you know where to find him. We refer to him as the Green Dog.
Who the Rhythm and Blues? Who is that?
You don't remember Rhythm and Blues?
That
Frank
involved
Valentine and
the Honky Tonk Man. I knew the
Man.
Honky Tonk Man
You
had to be involved.
Completely upset me.
Well, no, I mean, they were obviously a tag team that just got thrown together at some point.
You bite your tongue. That was a great tag team.
All right.
No way. They both
Anything
had a
that
mutual
involves
respect for
anything
the
that
rhythm
involves
and
the
the blues.
Honky Tonk Man is gold.
Oh yeah. Well, the Hammer's pretty solid too.
Oh yeah.
I
yeah.
love Greg the Hammer Valentine.
Greg Valentine is amazing. There's
Yeah.
no doubt about it.
We got a big special guest tonight. We all know him as Scootsy Doubleday.
He's been
Could
at
it
the
be?
last two podcasts. I mean, what?
Well, yeah. I mean,
Well, I'm happy to be here
we.
again.
He is here. We just turned his microphone on tonight, Green Dog.
Oh, beautiful.
Long time
Finally,
listener,
we got
first time
it.
caller.
God.
With his Clippers hat on and everything. Scootsy Doubleday.
Yeah.
Yes. Scootsy Doubleday.
The studio audience loves it.
Loves it.
I appreciate the warm welcome.
Yeah, absolutely. We got a lot to cover tonight. And by a lot, I mean we have no topics to
So
talk
much.
about whatsoever. We did have a pretty eventful week in wrestling, as we all know, because we watched Raw this past week. Right, Brando, did you watch Raw?
Sure didn't.
Yeah. Did you watch Raw?
Yes.
You actually watched Raw.
I think I saw the end of it. Was there
I think
a
I
white ring? The ropes and everything was white.
What? I don't know.
Yes.
No, I think you're
'Cause
having a
I
heart
remember-
attack.
Man, that's possible.
Greeno, did you watch Raw this evening? Or not this evening, this week.
I watched
on.
it to a point when they were having that ridiculous tag team match. I got pissed and turned it. And
Piper's fighting Hogan right
refused
now.
to turn it back.
Well,
How many times? What was it? Kane and
Kane and Seth Rollins versus
Randy Orton and Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
How many times do I have to see that?
Yeah, it's that kind of bullshit, so maybe I didn't watch it.
I watched it up until when they announced that, and then I turned it off. If they're going to have that main
Right.
event, they should wait to announce it till the end.
Exactly.
So you guys can see it up at home. We were watching, was it, Brandon, Tuesday Night Titans?
Yeah, it was from the 80s. Used to be on TNT.
What year is this, 85?
85. It's like Vince McMahon hosts it. It's kind of a Tonight Show-ish.
Johnny Carson?
And they have a
Shout out.
yeah. They have a bunch of wrestlers on right
I've
now.
been
that
told
he's
I
interviewing.
remind people of a young Johnny Carson.
Yeah, I was going to say that when he walked in this today. I was like, wow, he looks a lot like Johnny Carson today.
Well, I don't think it's my looks.
Oh, well, that's where I was going with it. What is it?
I don't know.
It's more of a smell.
Probably,
I smell
yeah,
like Johnny
my
Carson.
Odor.
charm. I don't know.
No,
I look more like Moses. I've been called a mixture of Moses and Mother Teresa.
No one's ever called you that ever.
Yeah.
Who called you Moses
He was
and
a
Mother?
homeless man. He'd
Okay.
been drinking for at least 6 days straight.
Right.
He was swimming in his own piss.
That's kind of checks out, actually.
But seemed religious enough. I mean, so I think he knew what he was talking about.
Yeah. Seemed like a man of sound mind.
Yeah. Yep.
no. I remember trying to watch wrestling this week.
Okay.
I was over at Carolyn's. We were trying to watch some wrestling, and I couldn't handle it anymore. So
Right.
instead, we watched NXT.
Okay.
Yeah, and that was so much better than WWE.
Why?
Why? Because it's pro wrestling.
But what
It's much-
specifically about NXT do you like?
Every single aspect of it. I mean, it's an hour-long show, and it's so much better than the 3-hour-long
Right.
Raw, where they show like a half-hour total of actual.
Is Neville still on NXT, or has he come up and not going?
Yeah,
is he
no,
up
no,
and
he's
staying?
done. He's in.
So he's in the big leagues. He's not going back
the
there.
big leagues.
Okay.
And that got me thinking. They fucking. This is what
Yeah,
WWE
wow.
does. No,
Yes.
listen,
You're
they
fired up
fucking
about
change.
this. Okay.
It's not pro wrestling. What WWE does is they exploit pro wrestling to promote WWE. They have the network, and the reason why you want the network is because you get on, you want to watch old school fucking pro wrestling. You want
Right.
to watch when the shit was good. You want to watch the 80s, the Attitude Era, all that shit. That's pro. That was when it was pro fucking wrestling.
Right.
And they use that to promote their product. And when you go watch their actual
The
product,
third one.
it's not pro wrestling. I mean, they don't even call it pro wrestling. It doesn't resemble.
Sports entertainment.
There's
damn it.
nothing about it is fucking pro wrestling.
Yeah. No, I agree. I mean, but in the same breath, that's a genius move by Vince McMahon.
Yeah, it is, but
Double fist hammer smash.
I think it's ultimately gonna bite him in the ass.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and no. How? Who's going to beat them? Who's going to take them out? We still watch it, kind of.
There's gonna be something cool that comes along that grabs a hold
Who's
of
that
this
guy in
generation of people that like pro wrestling, the people that have the money that pay for the network.
Right.
And which is mainly like our generation, or the people that are
Right.
younger and remember back when the shit was.
Yeah, but
you
Vince
know.
McMahon's just going to change his
There's that-
ways
there's that
to
face rake.
keep up with the I don't know, the competition, if you will, until the competition runs out of money.
I think we're gonna see a big boot here soon.
Vince McMahon's the guy. A $2 million business or whatever.
No, there's gonna be. Yeah, it's fine. I don't know. I think something's gonna come along that sort of, and I think Jeff Jarrett's onto something. He's starting a promotion,
Big knee to the
Global
butt.
Force Wrestling.
Yeah.
It's sort of a new
Devastating
age version of the old promotion, where NWA, you had a champion that went
down goes the
around
ref.
and wrestled the champion of all the other local promotions. Well,
Right.
he's starting something like that, where he's signing all the top people from all the from Ring of Honor, from New Japan, from everywhere.
Right, yeah. I've
And
talked to her about
and they're going to be on his show, and he's going to have his own separate championship. So he's probably going to have them go around and wrestle all the top guys from all the.
No, I think it's going to be awesome. I think it's going to be good for wrestling. My point about it, though, is that Vince McMahon will still compete with that and just kind of take what he's doing and then make it better. That's what he does. That's what he did with WCW.
He will compete with him, but I think if they're smart about it, if they're fucking smart about it, they can totally slowly take away from WWE and totally compete with him. For real, compete with him.
JEFF, JARRETT.
Oh yeah.
I gotta put
Don't piss him
I gotta
off.
put my faith in that guy.
Oh yeah.
Do not piss him off.
I don't know how well our listeners can spell, but I just spelled Jeff Jarrett.
Yeah, Jeff Jarrett. No.
Need to know.
Scotter, what do you think?
Mr. T.
I'm digging this old school match right now. We've got Cyndi Lauper and Mr. T getting involved in this match.
Right, this had to be right before WrestleMania. 1.
Yeah, 80. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 80.
Piper Hogan. This is where Piper and Mr. T start their feud, maybe.
Yeah, you don't
Look
want
at Piper.
Clubber Lang climbing in the ring with you.
This is
Piper
back
does.
when Piper may or may not really punch you in the face.
Yeah, he
Whether
has,
or not he feels like protecting the business.
he has legitimate mental issues.
Oh, he's just trying to protect the business. I kind of like that.
Yeah, but he's fucking crazy. He's got a screw loose right now.
And
Oh
like
no,
I
the
was
Hulkster's going
And-
wild.
like I was talking about earlier, I finally watched the Brian Pillman story on
Right.
the WWE Network.
Uh-huh.
Wow, now Brian Pillman's like one of my favorite dudes.
Right.
Oh yeah,
He was so fucking legit.
yeah. I love Flying Brian. I've
He
seen that.
was
That's a good.
starting Attitude Era type shit. But way before, he did he was doing like CM Punk type of shit, like blurring the lines of what's real, what's not real. And he took the whole kayfabe idea
Uh-huh.
very seriously. Are you laughing at me, you son of a bitch?
No, I about fell.
Because I'm serious when I'm talking
Well,
about wrestling, my
Yeah.
friend.
Brian Pillman.
Prior to the
serious.
podcast, old Scotter was asking if the rake of the eyes was still illegal.
I wish it was. That'd be great.
I seen it happen in this match, and it didn't seem too illegal.
And if
They
the
didn't
ref's
vote-
not
they
looking,
didn't
that's
do
perfect
anything
time
with
for a
it.
rake to
Did
the
it
eyes.
3 times in a row.
Right, and I mean, what
Vicious eye
Yeah,
rakes.
what did they do about it? They
First
didn't
off-
do shit.
First off, what
Watch
do
that
they?
happen.
Yeah, what do they do with any illegal move? What is their repercussions for rake of the eyes? What do you get?
That's why once in a blue
The
fucking
match
moon,
over.
they should have a match in because of that.
yeah,
They totally should.
disqualification.
And they should have squash matches. They should do all this kind of old school
Well,
shit
you know
they
the
used
ref
to do.
always steps in when you go too far. Like when you've got the guy's neck on the ropes and you're smashing.
You
him
have
down.
Well,
till
you know-
5. You
and
have to
you
break on
got-
4.
you
Yeah,
got
yeah,
a
you get-
certain amount of time you can do it. I think the face rake is kind of the same way. It's you've got a certain amount of times you can get away with it and then
Before he
they're gonna-
pulls the trigger?
and then, you know the ref's gonna want to back you down a little bit.
That makes a lot. You're making a lot of sense, Scotter.
Look at him. He's a heel in the making.
Well,
Scootsy Doubleday.
Scootsy.
that's when you get some eye rakes
Breaking the
until it
eyes.
says stop,
Fuck
and then you
yeah.
go with the groin kick.
That's a signature move in the groin kick.
High
Boom.
rake
You-
groin kick.
Yeah,
just
so
when you think you can't do any more
So which-
stuff, it's starting to turn
whichever
illegal,
one
go
of you has been
way over the
making
top.
our characters and downloading that on the create a page, when you make Scotters, eye rake, groin kick.
Yeah, lots
Groin
of
kick.
lots
and
of
then pull
high
them
grades.
motherfucking tights.
Why
Yeah.
is this show not still on?
What are we? What are we on that? What 2K? By the way, it's a year old game. Can you get on 2K15?
No, I could. I can put it on. No, you can't because 2K14 is the last time they had the story editor, to where you can
Oh.
make your own like stories and shit.
What is it under? I mean, the fan did this obviously, but I don't remember.
Oh, when
what
I
it was.
just Googled something, I searched "pull the tights promo."
Oh, okay, I gotcha. Like numerous millions of people do
I just
every
said,
day.
I wonder. Let's just see what happens.
Right. Yeah.
So I put
when
"pull
you-
the tights promo," and then
There it is.
that's
yeah.
what you find, my ladies and gentlemen. Check
Yeah,
it out.
you have to Google yourself. I mean,
Uh-huh.
you know, when you put in Jacob
just
Green
to see. I mean, just to
on
check.
Google,
Uh-huh.
a large African American football player comes up, and that is me, ladies.
Yeah.
Just to let you know.
And you know where to find them.
So,
Well, if you Google my name, I am a Canadian football player, so we're pretty much at the same level here.
well, that's how we know each other. We came up
Right,
in the
yeah.
circuit together playing football, obviously.
We absolutely did. For our listeners at home, in case you're wondering, Scootsy Doubleday is a professional golfer as well. He
He
played
might
on the
as
PGA.
well be.
He played on the PGA for about 14 years, Scott, going next August.
Well, I was always on the fringe. I never really had a full status. I was kind of one of those guys that just rode the fringe.
Yeah, it's like my pro softball career. Exactly the same. Really.
Is there a professional
I don't
softball league?
know if I had any stats, actually official stats in my.
Well, I've got
14
official
years.
stats, and scoreboard Tom can show you straight to them.
What is your batting average, like 985? Was that?
998.
990.
I like
right.
how his name is Scoreboard Tom.
Scoreboard Tom. He still has the books from.
Strong
when I-
Christian name.
Is that the bushy guy with the
Yeah,
beard?
yeah.
He ran shit at the Y.
Yeah, he still got
Yeah.
the score books from the Y from when I was a kid.
No shit.
Yeah, I was
That's
down at the
cool.
baseball field talking
In
to him.
case
and-
anyone needs
Yeah,
some
in case
fucking
somebody needs a
history,
stat.
some stats.
And he's talking about, when this guy and this guy played with each other when they were like 10. I'm like, Scoreboard Tom, how do you know that?
First name Scoreboard, last name Tom.
And he said, I know all, Jake.
He does.
He does.
Might have been the inventor of YMCA basketball.
Yes. He's
Young
the
Men's
James
Christian Association.
A. Naismith of the YMCA League.
I don't think any of that's accurate.
I've
I
never,
like to believe it is.
I have never seen the man not wearing an orange sock cap.
Wikipedia listeners, Scoreboard
And
Tom.
he's got an eye out to record some stats.
Oh yeah, he's a
Fuck
statistician.
yeah, he is.
I'm assuming if he Googles his name, Scoreboard Tom, he's not going to find too many hits.
I don't
SBT.
know.
Fuck's wrong with my mics?
You know,
I mean,
just take it
is this
easy.
the type of equipment I have to work with here? After all the fans we've got, and I can't get better equipment than this.
Yeah, we got leaks. Well, we got 52 likes now on Facebook. Danger.
52, I don't know. Is it?
Beautiful. There.
Yeah. For our
The technician of the group just fixed my mic.
for the listeners at home,
Yeah.
we are on Facebook. Facebook.com/Pull the Type Podcast. Oh, I checked our email the other day. Did I tell you this? It was
Yeah,
this
man.
last night. All spam mail. All spam mail. No,
Nice.
I mean, obviously,
Whoever
How-
spam
but
is
how much
must be a big
spam?
fan.
Yeah.
How much
The more
spam?
spam mail you get, the more legit you are, right?
I had like 3 pages full. All the fan mail's in the junk mailbox though. 4,000.
I've been getting a bunch of fan mail
4,000 fan
Have you?
mail.
in my own personal email.
Like actual mail. Like
I mean,
postal
it's got
office
nothing
mail?
to do with the Pull the Tights podcast. It's just fans of me and life in general.
Just general fans.
I get an email a day saying, "Hey, I like what you're doing. I'm a fan of yours."
Hey, keep it up.
Yeah. It's usually from a woman.
What is their names? Give me one name.
No, they come in anonymous. They don't want to embarrass themselves.
Oh.
What if I see them
This is
out?
convenient.
They can't look me in the eye and speak to me.
Where are they going to see you in Marsh?
They can see me in a lot of places.
Are these
I'm
local
not,
fans?
I'm not hard to find.
Yeah, as the ladies know.
Yeah, they know where to find me.
Yeah.
That's his big get, by the way. Scootsy. He's an advocate for kids, and the ladies know where to find
Jay
him.
Green, 4 kids.
You don't have to tell him that. He's heard every podcast. He's
I've
been
always
here the
understood
last.
that
Oh,
Jay
that's
loves
right.
the
I'm
kids.
sorry,
I've
yes.
always
I mean-
understood that.
He's been here for the past 4 or 5 podcasts. I forgot.
Yeah, this is just the first time he's decided to speak up.
I'm a quiet man. Man, a few words.
Scootsy is a Clippers fan. Got a big Game 7 win this past Saturday.
I haven't watched hardly any of the goddamn NBA playoffs.
It's
Well,
been
you're
good
mi-
this
you're
year,
missing out. Yeah.
I know I'm missing
Good
out.
playoff.
Last night, that was a really good game. Clippers, Spurs, Clippers. CP3
Yeah.
comes
That-
through on one hamstring,
Hammy.
one leg.
Yeah.
I picked up a
Basically.
pretty penny on the over on that game too.
Yeah, you were
I bet you did, you gambling addict.
all over that.
Hey,
but-
it's not an addiction.
It's a profession.
Way
Addict to
alive.
win.
That's, I mean,
He was.
porn maybe, gambling no.
Oh, let's take it easy on the porn front. Like, how much porn is too much porn?
Well,
None.
I
Like-
don't know. That's a good question, honestly.
You can never have too much porn.
Well, you rub yourself raw, you're getting to a point where it might be too much porn. I've had to question myself a few times in the shower.
In the,
When that water hits you,
in the shower.
yeah.
Oh, because you rub
See,
yourself
I feel
raw and
like-
it burns?
Yeah.
Okay,
I
okay.
feel like,
Well, that's his
I feel
herpes.
like a shower job takes some skill, is all I'm saying.
What do you mean?
Man, that's a tough one. You're on your feet. Okay, I don't know. Just completing the job.
What, jerking off in the shower?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I've never
yeah,
done that.
I don't.
Yeah.
That's not. I like to be laying down.
Oh, yeah.
Scootsy's
So, I
texting
mean,
over here.
Laying down or knee ridden.
Perhaps in the bathtub.
What'd you say?
Knee ridden.
Knee ridden.
Perhaps in the bathtub.
Yeah, sometimes I
Who
like.
has, who has time to take a bath?
Gets on their
Oh, I'm a
knees
bath
in the
man.
bath.
Yeah.
I'm a bath man. It's one of
I
the few
cannot
things that is
stand
gay about me. But you've not.
When's
this
the last
may just
time?
be me, but I, on occasion, it's a novelty, but I enjoy jerking off in a nice bathtub full of water and then watching my semen swim around.
Ladies, he's single, by the way.
As if it's trying to find an egg to catch.
Jake Green for the ladies.
Yes.
You just watch it and chuckle to yourself.
That's not finding anything. Look at that dumbass.
I've often said I did my best swimming when I was coming out of my dad's sack.
Oh, jeez.
I obviously beat all the other sperm there.
It's funny because it's reproducing.
And now I'm not a strong swimmer.
I'm not even sure how we got to this point.
Well,
When's the last time you took a bath? Like an actual bath?
I will take one when I
was
get
it
home
March?
tonight.
You took one in March?
No, what is today? March?
May.
Today's
May.
March. Yeah.
No, I don't know. I forgot where I was going with my
Exactly. When's the last time you
joke. But I
took
took a bath just the
I
other
don't-
day or
I don't-
last night.
Take baths. I
See, I take
don't think I've ever
shower
taken a bath.
baths. I lay in
Even
the
when I was a
bathtub
kid?
for a while, and then I get up and
Because
shower
staying
myself
just too
off.
damn hard, huh?
Yeah. So
Just go ahead and lay down.
I mean, anytime I can be sitting instead of standing, I take that opportunity.
Scootsy, do you take baths?
I don't fit in the bathtub very much.
Well,
Not because I'm an obese man, but because I'm
He's very
tall.
lean and long.
I'm tall. I don't fit in the bathtub very well, so I go with the shower. I just go with
You're
straight
standing
shower.
in
I mean,
line somewhere.
occasionally when I take a shower, I sit down in the tub. I've
Yeah,
sat
yeah.
down. I've sat down in your shower, man.
That's a pretty impressive feat because I have a stand up
Right.
very
Well,
small.
I had a
Why were you
long
in my
night.
shower?
I had a long night the night before, and I could not stand. I tried my damnedest, but I couldn't.
Why were you bathing in my home?
I
Crawls
forget where
into
you
your
were.
shower.
You guys went somewhere. I woke up and I was a little hungover.
House
I
to
needed
myself.
to take a shower.
You helped yourself to the shower. huh?
Yeah.
There was a
No,
bathtub.
you knew that. You knew I when I came down. You knew I'd take a shower.
Oh, you knew.
You saw the look in my eye.
I
You knew
I've
that
been
was
told
a-
where the towels are at your house. Why would you show me where your towels are at if you didn't want
Just
me
for reference.
to? Can you answer me that, Scott?
Tough question.
If I come into your home and you say, "Hey, Green Dog, here's where the towels are located," I hear, "Go ahead and shower in my house."
Help
I
yourself
don't know that
to
I
a
would jump
shower.
to that conclusion
Go,
automatically.
go ahead and masturbate in the bathtub and watch your sperm float around.
Here's the funny thing is I had just vomited in their house when they showed me where the towels were.
For future
Worse and
reference,
worse here.
here's the carpet cleaner stuff too, just in case you need it.
Well, don't show me your
Wait.
carpet cleaning stuff.
That
You
means
guys
I'm
don't
gonna
want to know what
throw
that
up and
means.
piss on your floor, basically.
Right.
Is what he's getting
That
ready to
means
say.
I don't need to use your bathroom anymore.
That means nope right over here in the
Right.
corner's fine.
Yeah.
I finished up.
Wait,
Thanks.
so the best
Here's a
thing
little-
you
did
did
you-
was jizz in their bathtub and watch it
I
float
have
around?
never masturbated in Matt's house. I can safely say that. I wish I would have. I'm usually so drunk that
Why
I
would you
couldn't.
wish that you would have?
But here's a wrestling.
I really
Did
wish
you,
that I
have
would
you
have
ever?
masturbated
Did you
in
know
his
Andre
house.
the Giant used to have to use a bathtub as a toilet?
I don't think that's
Bullshit.
accurate.
No, I swear to God.
Like he'd pee so much he would
no,
overfill the
when he took a
toilet.
shit,
such
he
a
couldn't.
large
He
man.
couldn't fit on the toilet, so he had to shit in the bathtub.
How would so much shit go down a bathtub drain?
Well, I would assume that they'd get a shovel out and take it someplace.
Like an
else.
elephant?
Yes, like an elephant.
Oh my god.
Andre the Giant shit like an elephant.
He has
In
dudes
a
walking
bath-
That is
behind
a
him
fact.
with big shovels and
In a-
plastic bags and shit.
He shit like an
And
elephant in
shit.
the bathtub.
That's just
Yeah.
a man with no skill. Because I'll tell you what, Yokozuna, he didn't need a special toilet. And you ever see that man's ass?
You know,
Yes.
He just took a seat and shat like a gentleman.
Yokozuna was not a Japanese at all.
No, he was like Samoan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what a fraud.
And take it from me, Samoans know how to shit.
Yeah, that is
Why would
true.
I
I've
take
heard
that
that
from
about
you?
Samoans.
Because of my comment about Yokozuna.
I used
That's
to like.
my only qualification.
I'm a fan of the Asians. I used to really like Yokozuna,
AsianDating.com.
and then I found out that he isn't even an Asian. He's a
Your world came crashing down.
Tim Samoan.
yeah. Well,
All right, Pull the
can you
Titans
do?
podcasters. We're going to take a quick
T
break.
right now, going with the
Maybe
short
regroup
shorts
a little
and
bit.
tights.
I don't know. Maybe masturbate in a bathtub. I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll be right back. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Pull the Tides podcast. Just gaze into my eyes, Danger. Gaze. I am Matt Tornado.
Maybe it's too long of a fade out.
Maybe. It's a long fade out.
I'm only fading out for 2.5 minutes. Is that too long?
Yeah, we need to like hire.
give
We're
a
s-
shout out to my 2 fans in Compton, though. I mean,
you
I
have
just don't want them to lose hope. I mean, they're going to get out of the ghetto.
I'm Matt Tornado. To my right is Johnny Danger. Caddy corner across from me is Brandon Scott West Willis, BS Dub. To my left, just on fire tonight, the Green Dog. And big guest, Scootsy Doubleday. Follow him on Twitter at Scootsy Doubleday. Go ahead and follow that man.
Tweet him, please.
Yeah, that's a live tweeting.
I know he does the Twitter.
The Twitter.
He's big on Twitter.
Twitter Green Dog.
Whatever, right?
I don't know if I even can check it anymore. I don't know how to do it. I got this new phone, and when I get a new device, sometimes things get left behind because I don't.
Oh, our Pull the Tides podcast account tweets you constantly. So you probably have
So you
lots of
better
notifications.
check it
Yeah.
I gotta figure that out then.
He is Scott West. We have been talking. What have we been talking about tonight? We talked a little bit of wrestling.
Well, I want to make a clarification
Yeah, please.
on the Andre the Giant.
Yeah,
comment.
asterisk.
This is how I came to the conclusion.
Okay, yes.
I worked in a T-shirt shop, as many of you may or may not know.
Uh-huh.
But a man came in to deliver some stuff. Very large man. my guess would be every bit of 6'7", 327 pounds probably.
What was his
Maybe
40?
28. Huh?
What was his 40?
I think he ran a 5.440. But
Okay.
Why would you know that information?
Noted.
Not bad for a man of his size.
so I said to the man, well, he says to me, what is the largest size of T-shirts you guys get in here?
Uh-huh.
You know, and I said, just out of curiosity, what size are you? You
Right.
know? And he says, I'm a 6XLT.
It's a big man.
Which-
And you
first-
did a spit take.
Which, first off, if you're a 6XL, aren't you a tall? Isn't it always going to be an XLT?
Well, yeah, right?
I mean, come on.
Now you're just berating the man, but
Right.
yes,
Okay.
you were accurate.
So after the guy, and he was a big guy, but
Uh-huh.
so after he walked out, I got to thinking, I wonder what T-shirt size Andre the Giant wore.
Obviously. That's the most
Right, yeah,
natural reaction to that.
So I spent the rest of my workday investigating it.
What is that, 3,000 short order? No, I got to check this thing on Andre the Giant.
But
Shitting in tubs over here.
right, well, so I Google interesting facts about Andre the Giant,
Uh-huh.
and one that came up was that he had to use a bathtub as
Okay.
So,
toilet.
so your
We're all
your source
circling back to
Yeah.
this thing.
was it theonion.com where you got this information?
I don't remember the website. I believe everything you need to know about AndreTheGiant.com.
It's not a real website.
No, go to it. But he wears the point is he wears an 8XL.
Oh, okay. For clarification, in case listeners needed to know that. What were you gonna say? You, Johnny Danger. I'm looking at you.
No, I have no idea.
You're chiming in on some terrible point, I'm sure. God,
The blue blazer.
let's put Andre the Giant to bed for now.
Yeah, but I just wanted to let people know how I got there.
Yeah,
I never
Google.
actually. Everybody thought I actually saw Andre the Giant take a shit in a bathtub.
I can
didn't
only
see it
assume
with
they
my
thought
own
that.
eyes. I read it on a credible website.
Not to get it completely off the rails here, but you do have a great story also about Peyton Manning.
I do.
You did actually see this.
Yes, I did.
What did he do?
Well, Peyton Manning. This was April 21st.
Oh wow, that's another day
What
time.
year?
Yes.
What year, though?
Yes. Huh?
April 21st.
Yes. April 21st.
This year?
No. Years ago. I don't remember the actual year. Come on. Don't expect me to get all of the
Day
shit
and
straight.
date, but not.
But
Yeah,
my brother, who was aptly on this,
seems like you remember the year more than you would the day.
on this podcast last week.
I mean, it's 6:42, but
fine
I
job.
mean, I don't know what.
but he
year it
lived
was.
in Indianapolis.
Xena,
I
no.
went to go visit him.
This is highlights.
I leave his house to meet some other people I know at the Club 7,
Okay.
which was Jermaine O'Neal's club down there.
At the time, yeah.
Yeah.
This must be duck clubs they're
So-
always talking about.
So I walk into the bathroom on this night to go use the pisser. I'm a stall man.
The urinal for all you.
I like to use stalls. I don't like to be
A man
around
of
people.
privacy.
Yes,
Yeah.
I am.
Oh, you don't pee in the
I
the
can't.
troughs?
No, I can't pee in public. I have pee fright.
Is that-
Shy
it-
black.
Pee in the troughs with the rest of the fucking cattle.
When I go outside, I have to get some good tree coverage.
How terrible is that idea, by the way?
Unless I'm really drunk, and then I can just whip it out in front of anybody. But I've been known to pee right in the middle of a fairway on a golf course.
That is what you are known for.
Yes.
Oh, that's a classic John Sweeney move.
Shout out.
Well, anyway, so all the stalls are taken
Uh huh.
except one. So I go and push that stall open.
Fired through.
Yes, come in, and what do I see? Peyton Manning. Well, first I see there is a man snorting a line of cocaine off of an erect penis. So first thing, the man was wearing a Peyton Manning jersey.
Uh huh.
So that first caught my attention.
Wait, he was wearing
He was
his
wearing
own.
his own jersey, yes. Look up, and it's none other than Peyton Manning.
To avoid confusion.
Right, yes. He wanted people to know who he was. And that is a true story.
This is not even remotely close to a true story.
Oh, it is.
So he just wears his own
I
jersey.
believe
I'm
it.
not even afraid to tell the story because Peyton Manning knows it's true. Peyton, if you're listening,
He's obviously listening.
you know I saw that.
Why would he be
That's
wearing
it.
his own jersey?
Yeah, that's the one thing we should be asking here. Why was he snorting cocaine off an erect penis?
Well, because he likes men and he likes cocaine. That's our obvious explanations. But why would he be wearing his own jersey?
Okay.
I have no idea.
Besides that, it was a flawless plan.
What was he? Whose jersey was he supposed to be wearing? Achilles Smith.
Why would he be wearing a jersey at all? He took cocaine off an erect penis.
Well,
I
he's
don't
a
know.
football player.
And I mean, this was a big
Touche.
rail.
What, the penis or the cocaine?
Both. I mean, it was a man-sized penis.
A man-sized penis.
Yeah, I mean, he took it.
Generally, men's penises are man size.
He took it, which is okay. I mean, I didn't consider Peyton gay. I mean, he took it. The guy I considered, there was another man next to him. It could have been Dwight Freeney. I got out of there quickly. But right after
A lot of
Peyton-
allegations.
right
Allegedly.
after Peyton, took it, that dude went up with his gums and said, "Can I get a little know me here?"
Can he get a?
And
Know me.
Oh Jesus! I kind of believed you there for a second.
no, that's a true story. Except I don't know if the guy was Dwight Freeney or not. Let's not get ridiculous.
Know
here.
me's.
So okay, so you kick the door in. Manny does a line of cocaine off this dude's erect penis. Manny then proceeds to walk out past you. This other allegedly
No.
Dwight Freeney hops in and asks for-
They were all in there together. 3 of them in one stall.
That's a crowded stall.
Yes,
Were
that's
they
what
all
I
wearing
thought.
jerseys?
No, just Peyton
Just
was in a
Peyton.
jersey.
Are you sure it was not just a Peyton Manning fan in a stall?
No. And right after, no, it was Peyton Manning because the guy even said, the guy who he did the line
Did he
of
introduce himself after that? Ah, I'm Peyton Manning.
No, the guy, he does the line of cocaine, and the guy with his penis out is like, "Man, you button hooked me, Peyton."
Story just keeps getting better and better.
And he looked at me and said, "Peyton Manning.
Why? He shot you with a gun
Yes.
and a wink?
Peyton Manning."
God. So you have you have trouble urinating in public?
That's what you got out of that story.
Yeah. Let me get this right. Let me get this right. You have trouble urinating in public.
Yes.
Told you that in complete confidence.
I think if you, I mean, it's not natural for people to look at you while you're peeing, is it?
I don't know. I feel like I have some.
Yeah, in a fucking trough.
Yeah.
I don't like that. Yeah.
Then there's always ice in the trough for what? Why is there? Why do they put ice in the troughs?
You gotta chill your pee.
Ice.
Maybe it makes it not stink as bad. I don't know.
I don't know if that's ice.
How would there
if that's
be
just-
ice in
that's
there?
just
That's
like-
definitely
It's
ice.
just smell good chemical things.
No, it's
No,
ice.
it's ice. I've seen people pour buckets of ice in there. I don't know what the purpose is of it.
I don't either.
Maybe someone should email us that.
So it melts.
But boy, is
there's
my
more
dick cold, am I
water
right,
in there.
fellas? Ha!
It helps it.
Huh?
down.
Because my
Ew.
dick's big
Yeah.
and it touches the ice.
He knows.
I'm hilarious. Perfect. So this weekend also was not only the big Clippers win, but with the fight of the century, which apparently Danger and Brando just don't give two shits about.
Hey, I bought it. Just
Yeah.
can't say that I saw it.
Yeah, but let's
I
shit on
fell
Brandon
asleep.
for a little bit for what he did.
Everybody
No,
fell
it's not.
asleep. I was in a house full of people, and half the people were sleeping because the fight sucked so bad.
I watched it.
I watched it too. Bud was asleep.
Well,
Hoover
Bud was also
asleep.
yeah,
Another
but well,
guy.
Hoover came in his pajamas.
Oh, it
There was
it just
a random
hyped
man sleeping in the
fucking
corner.
bullshit
I think he
fight.
just came to the house to go to sleep.
He might have been homeless. I don't know.
Random
He
guy on the
yeah.
couch.
He paid his $10 and just went to bed.
Listen,
All right.
Here's a tip
I'm
for the
sleeping
pay-per-view.
here.
Where's your bed at?
yeah.
I'll take scrambled eggs in the morning.
Yeah.
Good night.
No, I thought it was. I didn't think it was that bad of a fight.
See,
Terrible.
the UFC has ruined boxing for me because they actually beat each other up.
Right.
The boxing is too much of. I mean, Floyd just. I mean, whatever, great defensive fighter, but to my eye, he was running away and then hitting him occasionally with shots, and that was it. That's not to me how you win
They
a fight.
more or less sparred for like
Yeah.
$300 million.
I think they should have come out and said this was brutal. No one wins. we're gonna pay Jake Green the $200 million.
Why would they say that?
Huh?
Why? Jake Green.
Yes. Not me. Another guy named.
Oh,
Jake
yeah,
Green,
of course.
Who was actually in attendance at the fight.
The professional football player is African American.
Yes. I think he deserves the $200 million.
Oh my God, you guys are all pieces of shit. I watched it. I liked it. I thought it was a good fight. I mean, I'm not a huge boxing fan. I'm not a boxing fan at all. I know nothing about boxing. I know Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield.
Okay, but just explain to me what you thought was good about the fight.
Yeah, what the fuck was possibly good about that?
I thought it was kind of just. I was enthralled in the fight. Like not enthralled, but I was actually watching it. I was
What,
kind of
were
wanting
you like
Manny
that-
to win.
Were you like that drunk guy
They
who
were-
was in the corner?
I'm always that drunk guy
I didn't
in the
even
corner.
see the
Did
fight,
you notice
I know
that
what
guy?
happened.
This is a great chess match.
Oh, is it?
Oh God, yeah.
What
that-
he needs to do is feign in with the left and then hit him with the right cross.
Right, the guy who's never watched boxing in his life,
Right.
probably.
He's lucky I wasn't drinking that night because I would have said, "Oh, Mr. Boxing Analysis, Teddy Atlas over here."
That's a pretty big insult.
Yeah.
That's
I
a
guarantee
high
you
insult.
They were doing that, but they were just half-assed doing it. Like they weren't doing it with a fucking killer's instinct.
He was joking.
Pacquiao couldn't hit him.
Oh, I
Well,
know
he
a little
did.
bit.
I don't.
He had those two flurries. I mean,
Right.
Science.
I mean, I was kind of on not on the edge of my seat, but I was kind of into the entire fight.
Right,
watching
I
it.
was on the edge of my seat too for the first 4 rounds, and then when I made the realization that Manny Pacquiao could not hit this guy, I mean,
Well, that seems like
that
a bit
was-
of a-
it
I was on the edge of my
ridiculous.
seat too, because I was passed out, about to fall off the couch.
How do they make that much money boxing? How do we get into boxing? Can we start boxing?
Somehow still pay that
$100
money
bucks.
for it.
Yeah.
well,
Oh my
and
god.
I mean the whole promotion. Mayweather owns the whole promotion to everything.
Right.
Yeah, that's the smart thing
Showtime
he did.
or whoever it is, Showtime or HBO, I don't know who was with who, has to pay those guys to have them on their channel too.
Right. Well, I mean,
So I mean,
it's a cash cow, but I can't argue. I mean, I'm not arguing that, but still, it's an art. It's a sport. I mean, MMA is what it is, but boxing is, a completely
right?
different
But
animal.
I mean, that's different boxing though to me. I mean, yeah, when Tyson was going in there and just knocking.
Well, those
people
are
out, that was
heavyweights.
Great, I thought. Well, even whatever. I mean, I just didn't like. I mean, it was to me that's boring. When Mayweather's just running around the ring and Pacquiao can't hit him.
Yeah, but he was like legitimately like, I don't know, sticking him here and there.
Yeah, but he never hit him with anything
Yeah,
that
'cause they
you
were
thought
sparring.
was.
They're
Yeah,
professional
he never
sparrers.
hit him with anything that you thought was gonna trouble Manny.
Listeners
I
at
heard
home,
today that, Manny had a torn shoulder or something.
Yeah, yeah.
And then
That's
Mayweather
what-
got
that
pissed
was
that
their
he even brought
excuse.
that up.
Yeah. And somebody was real pissed, saying, "How could you have this big of a money fight and let him go in there and fight, not being 100% to the Bob Arum guy?"
well, I just want to let listeners at home know that we switched to a different Tuesday nights. What is it called?
The first episode ended.
Tuesday Night Titans.
Tuesday Night
Yeah.
Titans. We got a different show up.
They knew that the first episode ended.
Yeah, they got
synced
to
up.
sync it up.
This is the following episode, which features the Iron Sheik.
And old
Yes.
Nikolai
Now we're
Volkov.
talking.
So, I know we've talked about this before in previous podcasts and just general conversation, but they brought the King of the Ring back this week, and it wasn't a pay-per-view. It was just some bullshit.
Yeah, how fucking random was that?
It's
That
an
was
insult.
Out of the blue. Out of the blue, they decide that they're gonna fucking bring it back the next night on Raw. Bring back the King of the Ring.
Right. On Raw.
And then finish it the next night on just a random network.
Oh, they finished it?
Yeah, Bad News
Oh, it's
Barrett
over.
won it.
They finished the next
He's
night.
the King of the Ring?
Yeah. He beat Neville in the finals.
No, he was facing Neville in the
Baby.
semis, wasn't he?
I thought it was Neville
The
in the
other
finals.
no, it was Sheamus and R-Truth were in the...
Baby.
Sheamus and R-Truth were in the other semi. Because that's what I thought, well, here, Sheamus is definitely going to the finals because they aren't going to have R-Truth
What's
come to the
up?
final. So
No.
maybe it was just a semifinal match that you guys are talking about.
No, no. Bad News Barrett
No, the
won
whole
the
thing's
King.
over.
King
Yeah,
of the
King
Ring.
of the Ring is Bad News Barrett.
He won, he definitely is the King of the Ring.
Huh.
And I don't know. Well, I think they're going to put the IC title on him, which, whatever. I don't know. I'm really disappointed that Dana Bryan's hurt and he can't carry that title on anymore.
I can't even fucking watch it anymore.
Watch what?
Fucking WWE anything.
Is that
We tried
Bobby
to
the
watch
Brain
SmackDown the other night, and instead we started
that's
watching
classy
NXT,
Freddie
and it was so much better.
I guess.
It's pro wrestling on NXT, essentially.
Right.
I mean, they still got their characters and their bullshit, but it's more or less pro wrestling. They let them just fucking wrestle. When they talk, when they do promos and shit, they just kind of let them talk and say whatever. It's not completely scripted nonsense. Storylines.
I don't know.
Horseshit.
I kind of like some of the WWE storylines that are going on right now. I like Seth Rollins as a champion. I like Dana Bryan as the IC champion.
What do you think about them banning his fucking move?
I didn't even know that until you told me that, but whatever.
Have you seen his new move?
I have not seen his new
It's
move.
really stupid. It's
No, 'cause
some
it's
weird
banned.
DDT thing. No, it doesn't. It's
Well, the curb stomp kind of reminds me of American History X. So
Yeah.
which made it a badass move, and people
Right.
sold it well.
Right.
Sold it well. Looked good.
Yeah, by the way,
Brock
how great of
Lesnar.
an actor is Edward Norton?
One of my
Yes,
favorites.
he's great.
Brock Lesnar made that move look.
You like
fucking
Edward Scotter?
I'm a
Vicious.
fan.
Yeah. How could you not be?
You still alive over there?
I'm a fan of Edward Norton.
Yeah.
I just watched a movie called Leaves of Grass with him in it.
oh, that's fantastic.
Sure, he was phenomenal.
Dude,
Edward Norton is great. I own a lot of it. I didn't own American History X till you fucking took it to this chick's house.
Well, hey.
Because you like to watch movies and dry hump for like 4 hours. And then I never seen and that and Rounders, by the
Yes.
way. 2 Ed Norton films you stole from
Yeah,
me.
if you haven't seen Rounders, go check that.
Oh, I'd
out
love
for
to,
sure.
but you can't. You took it to a chick's house. Now I don't have it anymore.
Well, listen, if you're going to take movies to a chick's house,
Don't take Ed Norton films.
dry hump, American History X should be your number one movie.
That seems
It really sets the mood.
seems like it would do the exact opposite.
Well, you aren't with the freaks that I'm with.
No, I agree. I feel like
Giants,
it's a solid
midgets,
choice.
escorts, and strippers.
No, it's a solid choice.
Yeah.
What, to dry hump to American History X?
Yeah.
Dry humping's underrated.
Jesus. Oh, my God.
It isn't used enough nowadays.
Scott or Danger's been working on a impersonation of you
I like it.
all night. He busted out for me as soon as I walked in the door tonight, and he's not going to do it for me because I'm asking him to do it for me. But it's a pretty solid
A lot of pressure when
impersonation.
you do that.
What's that?
Puts a lot of pressure on a person when you.
It does, but he is the impersonation king.
I'm flattered that there's an impersonation going out there. Like the-
All right, so like you have to ask me something or something.
Hey, Scott, thanks for coming to the podcast. How'd you shoot in the golf course today?
Well, I didn't do too bad, you know. I just it's not too bad. I fucking was hitting them straight and shit. And dog leg right.
That was not the impersonation I heard earlier, but that is a pretty solid impersonation of you, Scott West.
Which one did you want?
I wish every
the
hole
Charlie
was a
Brown.
dog leg right, by the way.
Yeah.
I like the dog leg.
Yeah. Well, dog leg right. The dog leg left screws
No,
me.
wait. I want
'Cause I hit
dog
it.
leg left.
What? You,
That's what I want. Yeah.
you hit a...
Is the
Yeah.
dog leg right a real thing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
Scott,
Right.
say. All right. Now you say, hey, my name is Scott West. I'm not going to tell the listeners who's saying this.
Okay.
Now, Scott West or Scott West, say, hey, my name is Scott West.
This is Scott West.
Now you?
This is Scott West.
I can't tell the difference.
Sounds the same to me.
Yeah, it was spot on.
Yeah.
If it didn't come out that way, listeners, there's something wrong with one of their minds.
Yeah.
Look, here's a match.
scoundrel.
Iron Sheik, who is fighting for his oil reserves in the U.S. In case you didn't know.
Okay. Okay.
Look at that flat top. Look how tall that is. Who is that?
It's a Russian
Danger?
hat.
Who is that?
Talking about
It's a
Fred
Nikolai
Blassie.
Volkov.
Yeah, that's Nikolai.
Yeah. Come on, Scott West Willis.
My bad.
When you're from Russia, you got to wear hats like that because it's so cold.
Oh, I thought
Now
that was.
that is the Iron
I-
Sheik.
Thought that was his hair.
When you're in
had a
Russia,
sweet
you
Will
have to
Smith
wear
flat
hats
top.
like that because you can't wear any other hat besides that one.
Well, not that one. I got a buddy of mine brought me back a Ukrainian military. The
I've
hat
seen
that.
that.
That they wear in the military to keep themselves warm. And man, that thing is a beaut.
That is a beautiful. Why don't you wear that hat? I didn't see you in that all this winter.
Well, here's the thing:
Uh huh.
if you wear that hat, your head immediately goes on fire. It doesn't matter how cold it is. If you can stay in that hat for more than 35 seconds, you're more of a man than I am.
Did
What
do you?
about a guy with a clean look on top? Would he be able to?
No, it's
stand
probably
hot
worse.
longer?
It's probably worse.
What do you
'cause
mean
it-
by
it just-
clean look?
I'm talking about those guys with the bald head. You know?
Hey, oh
clean look.
yeah.
I'm about there.
What was that?
Mine
that?
still had blood on it. It was officially used in a Ukraine war.
No, it wasn't.
Boy, that's not what my buddy told me.
Well,
You should sport that those sweet hats you guys got from Warrior Dash.
Warrior Day. I don't even know where that's at.
I still got mine.
You still got yours?
Yep.
Even the turkey
Pretty
leg.
cool.
All right, Pull the Tights podcast. We got to take a quick break. We'll be back in like 5 minutes to wrap all this up. This is fucking gold that we've been doing all night. We'll be right back. What's going on, Pull the Tights podcasters? We are having a hell of a night tonight. We are having pretty much a clubbing feel tonight.
Free for all.
Old Brando's been dancing all night long. Got the worm going. I don't even know what JD Mock's doing right now. And Green Dog left with some whore. I don't know. She just showed up, heard the music. I don't know what happened.
She was a fine lady.
Oh, I'm sorry.
He's back already.
Yeah, didn't take him long.
I'm quick like that.
Still a virgin, like Jay Green.
Yep. That has not changed still.
I am Matt Tornado. To my right is Johnny Danger. Catty corner across is Brando Willis. We also have the Green Dog to my left and special big guest tonight, Scootsy Double D. I believe those are fireworks.
Yeah.
Where's your microphone at?
I was using this like
Jesus Christ. Scott West in the house. Scootsy, good to see you,
be
brother.
here. So good to be here.
You come back?
I'll make frequent appearances, I think.
That means he's not coming back at all.
Maybe not too
Fantastic.
many appearances. I don't want to turn people off to me. I mean, you know.
Right.
Well,
yeah.
they already hate us, so
Hey, you got to keep the fans happy though.
That's right.
I get a lot of hate mail for this one over here. Yeah.
What? Well, don't take this the wrong way, but Scootsy is my favorite of the double days.
Yeah, it's
Scootsy.
close between Scootsy and Abner, but
Well,
I guess I'll go there. What do you think about the studio, Scotter?
I like the studio. It's homey.
Yeah,
It's comfortable.
Lots of blue.
right. Yeah.
I enjoyed the green room also.
Yeah.
I appreciate,
Yeah.
you know.
Hey, what happens
The
in the green
amenities.
room stays in the green room.
Did our interns get everything you asked for?
I was taken care of. I
what I
appreciate
like to
it.
hear.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
We've been talking about some current events in wrestling tonight. That Andre the Giant likes to shit in a bathtub. Green Dog. Who knows what's going on in his life. Not happy about Yokozuna being Samoan and not Asian, I think is what happened there.
I'm not happy about that.
And
Still burning my ass.
Scootsy and Giant Danger, you cannot tell the difference when he does the impersonation. So all in all, great night for everyone involved. You can find us on Facebook. You can find us on Twitter. And you can email us at pullthetightspodcast@hotmail.com if you like what you hear. So anyway, fellas, Green Dog has been on the baseball field all day today, coaching kids,
I have been.
changing lives. You know he's an advocate for the kids.
Yep. For the kids.
Green Dog, how'd the day go today with the first inaugural Babe Ruth league ever? I think that's what happened today, right?
In many ways, yes, but it went well. We won both games.
this is your first game?
No,
season?
we actually played 5 games in the last 3 days.
Jesus.
So,
Well, then who gives a fuck?
well, Hey, everyone counts, JD.
Yeah. Take
We-
it easy.
We won both games today in pretty dominant fashion. We're playing well. I'm happy with everything right now. Got some sun.
Green Dog has 4 kids.
It's a good time. Yes.
How'd
4
Jackson
kids.
do?
Jackson threw a shutout Saturday in the
Nice.
first game. We won 15-0.
Does
And
he?
he's been hitting the ball well. He's playing well. Everybody's
what
playing
age
well.
group is that? 11.
13 and 14-year-olds
No shit.
is what I'm working with right now.
Is that what Jackson?
He's 13.
What pitches does he throw?
He throws a 4-seam fastball, a 2-seamer, change-up, curveball.
He can throw a curveball.
Yeah, he throws a pretty good curveball.
That's cool.
I heard you beat him every time he walks someone. Is there any truth to that?
There is no truth to that.
Okay.
But I don't like walks. That is, as a coach, that's one thing I don't stand
He
for.
wishes I beat him.
Yeah.
So is he good? Does like the catcher call pitches or do you call pitches?
I call pitches. Let's not get insane
Yeah.
here.
Yeah. This control freak
Yeah.
can't handle anything like that.
I call the pitches, point to the face,
What do you?
location.
What does that mean? You're just making things up.
No, fastball outside, fastball
Oh,
inside.
does that-
fastball
is that-
right down the middle, change up,
Oh, yeah.
curveball.
I think that means I'm gonna go eat your dick.
No. I don't use profanity with the kids, Kurt.
Oh, right.
Let's be.
No, not with the kids. I mean, just in life in general. When you're talking to another male at the bar.
Well, I don't have a sign telling other men that I will eat their dick.
I've seen it. He's a lying asshole.
I just will devour them if it comes down to it. There's no sign; it just happens.
Moondog Spot. Parts unknown. Big weekend, by the way.
Yeah,
We had
Usually you win your
Pacquiao.
match
We
if
had the
you're
Kentucky
from parts
Derby.
unknown.
Yeah.
We had Green Dog have his first knockout Babe Ruth thing.
Moondog.
Right up on par. And also, the NFL draft was this weekend.
yeah. Well,
I like the Bears' picks.
Who'd the Bears take?
Their first 2 picks was Kevin White and
yeah, Kevin White will be
Eddie
a good one.
Goldman.
Yep. Kevin White will be good.
I think most of our teams had fairly good drafts. I know
Who are
Mike-
you a fan of? The Colts?
Colts, yeah. I liked what the Colts did.
What the Colts do? They got a wide receiver.
First round,
You.
and then they got some defensive help, hopefully. And
Much like the NBA draft, I did not get chosen this year.
No, you're chosen in my heart.
Counting on
Well,
a spot on a team.
Yeah. You still can hold out for the supplemental draft.
Well, I might have to, get picked up as a free agent.
Titans did pretty good though.
Yeah, I mean, they pretty much were pinholed into having to take Mariota, but I'm happy with it. I mean, we'll see
I
what he's
didn't read the
got.
story, but I saw a headline that there was a big offer
I
to
think they got
Tennessee
several offers,
that they didn't take.
but it wasn't enough. They would have had to get a quarterback coming back,
right.
and really, San Diego was the only one that could have
Who
done
do
it.
they have prior to Mariota?
Zach
quarterback-wise?
Mettenberger is the
Who the fuck is that?
Is that a chick referee in that?
he
Yes, it is.
come
Yeah,
from
I just had
LSU.
to
He was a
think
rookie
about it
last year.
before This match came out.
LSU, wasn't it?
Yep, LSU.
Yeah, check it out. LSU.
LSU.
LSU, sync it
They
up.
call
LSU.
it. They call it the quarterback factory over there.
Do they? Who calls it that? I don't call it that.
You mean West Lafayette?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I saw an article the other day that West Lafayette was the worst town in the Big Ten.
Yeah, it's like the shittiest town.
No.
Yeah,
no.
like-
Yeah, like just shit.
And
Just
like
awful.
full of racism.
See, that's what's wrong with people like you.
Oh yeah,
You guys
people like
Never
me.
been there.
You
By
guys
the way,
read,
John Danger's black.
dare you.
You
and
guys
he's saying
You
that.
guys read.
So you want to tag match
guys-
me and Kirk against you and Pete
You
Rose?
guys read.
Yeah, you call him up.
You guys read headlines and then just take it.
Yeah, I didn't read the article.
See-
Are you kidding me?
The
You gotta go there.
well, the West. It was for the commentators that go the worst places for them to stay.
That's not what I read. I
So-
read worst college town in Big Ten.
Basically,
And then I stopped reading.
Ever.
Dick Vitale
Yeah, exactly.
hates staying in West Lafayette.
well,
No
West
Dickie B.
Lafayette hates Dick Vitale.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
jerky, baby.
So does South
Depression
Peru.
King.
I cannot stand Dick Vitale.
Why?
He's a PT peer.
Yeah, he is a PT peer. Leave the impressions to the danger. Come on.
Sorry.
No. Yeah. No, yeah. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
No, wait. No. Yeah.
Yes.
Big Ten hates Purdue is what they're saying.
Well, they should because they kick
yeah.
everyone's ass.
Oh, take it easy. And what?
And
They're not
what
supposed
year?
to be good, and then boom, you get beat.
They're
by
not
Purdue.
good.
What
Like
about
five.
what about Wichita State?
What about them? They're not even in the Big Ten.
Well,
Yeah.
what'd they do then?
Who cares?
They're the Shockers. They got a
I have
sweet
never read
mascot
an
name.
article about Wichita State, so I couldn't tell you.
I don't read articles. I read headlines, and then I just
You
refer
guys
things.
don't even know your shit. I come here to talk to you, college, fucking
I make-
sports. You guys don't even know your shit.
Daryl Strawberry.
I know my shit. Wichita State.
We're not doing this.
Daryl Strawberry.
Daryl Strawberry.
Never heard of him.
What are you? I mean, what's the reference?
Podcast number episode 11. About 45 minutes in.
Sorry, I
Yeah.
must have missed that one.
Well, those last podcasts. We were doing a bit back and forth where we were naming baseball
Oh, I did
stars.
miss that one, and it was ridiculous.
John Lester.
Yeah. Dwight Gooden.
John Smoltz.
Don't forget to follow us on Twitter.
Oh, they're
at
following
Pull the
us.
Tights.
Yes, we are on Twitter at Pull the Tights. We are also on Facebook at facebook.com/Pull the Tights. You can email us at pullthetightspodcast@hotmail.com. Scotter, it's been
Yes.
beautiful.
It's been awesome.
You-
It's everything that I hoped it would be and more. To be honest, I
We're
thoroughly
gonna-
enjoyed
right
it.
it is.
We're going to have you back for another podcast.
I would love to come back. I'll make sure the schedule is cleared anytime you guys have time for me.
Yeah, you clear that schedule at work, too. We don't need you fighting fires. We need you here in the studio.
Yeah, make sure there's no fire.
In many ways, this is like fighting fires in here.
It's exactly like fighting fires.
Sorry.
Who's next? Scotter?
I hit every lyric there.
I think I don't even. Wow.
Let's hear it, Kurt.
Yeah, sign us off here, man.
All right. It's been real, you fucking pieces of shit.
Take us to the bridge.
Yeah. Check us out in the club. We'll be back next week.
Or not.
Yep.
Aight, then.
Take it easy.
Check.
I did. Cheer.